Hello and welcome back. So in this video, I'll be introducing you to comments in HTML, how to write them and when you may want to use them. So first off, what are comments? Comments are simply ways for developers to leave notes and instructions to either themselves or other developers. So comments aren't displayed in the browser. So even if you write 100 lines, you comment them out, the browser will ignore them. So comments are just for developers to read and see and know. For instance, you're creating a website, you can leave a comment. The website background should be red. You can leave a comment, change the font size to this. The comments are just for developers. So since the comments are ignored by the browsers, they are just used by developers either as reminders or instructions and several other purposes which you'll see shortly. You can add comments to your HTML with the syntax below. As you can see, the exclamation mark is only in the start tag but not in the end tag. So that is what a comment looks like. Everything in between the start and the end tag will be treated as a comment and will be ignored by the browser. And that's it. You now have notifications and reminders embedded into your code. Comments are also used to hide content. For example, if you're testing, you're debugging a program or a website, you want to find out where an error is coming from, you can comment out a section of the code and see if that will stop the error. If you're building a website, you want to see what the website will look like without maybe an image or without a div or without a paragraph. You can comment that paragraph out. You just comment it, it will stop showing, then you can now see what it looks like. It's that simple. So comments can also be used to leave instructions. For example, you're creating multiple paragraphs. You can leave instructions that maybe a specific paragraph should be in all red. Maybe you're working on a terms of service or a privacy policy. You can say that this specific paragraph should be all red or it should have a specific font. So if you're not able to add it at that moment, you can leave that as a comment. So next time when you get back to coding, you see that comment there and you remember that you're meant to change this to a specific font. If you're meant to give the code to someone else to use, you can use those comments to let the person know that you're meant to do this, you're meant to do that. Also, comments aren't just on a single line. You can use it to influence multiple lines by simply taking the end tag all the way to another line, take it down there. It will influence everything from the start to the end tag. You can also place comments within elements. For instance, I create a paragraph. I can comment out some words in the paragraph. So yes, you can place comments inside elements. Comments can also be used to label or separate codes. I do this sometimes when working on very large projects. I can use comments to separate different parts of the website. For example, I have a header, a footer. I can use comments to separate it in case they are very large. So to be easy for me to know, okay, the footer starts here, the footer ends here. So comments are very helpful when working on large code. Alright, so that's basically it. I just thought to be wise before going forward to introduce you guys to comments, because along the way we'll be working with comments quite a lot. So in case you're curious, comments actually have a hotkey in Visual Studio Code. Hotkeys are simply key combinations when you press execute an action. So if I want to comment a line or multiple lines, I'll just select them, hold Ctrl and the forward slash, and as you can see, it has commented it out for me. It can be a single line, or it can be just a portion of the code. Alright, thanks for sticking to the end. That is basically how comments work in HTML. I'll be showing more text formatting elements like bold, italic, subscript, and superscript. Stay tuned. Alright, thank you for sticking by to the end. If you feel this video helped you, please drop a like and feel free to subscribe for future content. I also have a website and a Discord where I'll be dropping most of my free content, so check that out. Also, feel free to support the channel on Ko-fi to aid the making of future assets and videos. Alright, that's all for now. See you in the next video.